Today we're taking another look at Luna Coin, performing some technical analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect to see Luna go in the near future. Let's get into it. How's it going, guys? Ryan here and welcome back to another crypto video. As I've said, we are looking at Luna today, and from the last video we saw Luna forming a very nice pattern, and it looked like we were going to break out soon. So today we're going to check to see if that has happened and if it has met our price predictions. But before we get into all that good stuff, guys, please remember to like the video if you do enjoy it, and of course subscribe and hit that bell notification button for more content. We cover crypto, stocks, investing, and wealth management. I'd also love to know your thoughts on Luna and Terra down in the comments section below. But without any further ado, let's jump straight into today's analysis. Welcome into the Luna Shark, guys. If you're looking to buy Luna or want some free Bitcoin, there are a couple of links down in the description of today's video. But look at where we are now sitting, guys. It has been absolutely fantastic, and we have broken out from this triangle that we saw forming across this point. We're currently sitting at a value of $50.52, and we hit an all-time high, brand new one, of $54.95. Fantastic stuff to see, and very exciting for Luna holders. I'm going to leave all the data up from last time just based on what we've seen, so we can start building on that. Now, first things first, let's remove all the things we don't really want anymore. Get rid of that, and to be fair, let's just leave this line in now as well. I'm going to also leave this uptrend as well, but of course the key point to focus on right now is this 49.61 mark. This is a key point of support for us. So you can see right now we've been consolidating very heavily around this location. It's been a point we've touched previously and is very important for Luna Coin. So that is a major point that we need to keep in consideration. Now let's start putting in some other key points. Next, quite easily, next point of, I'd suggest, resistance is going to be 55. It's that psychological level. You can see we've basically bounced off it twice, although we missed out on it by a few cents on both the 8th of November as well as the 10th of November. That is now the psychological resistance point in order to keep moving forward. So yes, it looks like we are going to see that point tested once again in the near future, given the fact that, look at what we're seeing here. The 20-day moving average, which is currently sitting at $48.09, is now starting to creep up, and it should continue to move in this sort of a direction. As I mentioned previously, it is running in parallel to this uptrend we are seeing right here. So really good, and that means basically if we see this sort of a trend continue, let's just say it goes like this, we will be at another point of contention by the start of December. Likely we're going to see another breakout test on, I'd suggest, the final week of November, if not beforehand. So realistically, we're still looking very good. One interesting thing to note is, whilst yes, we do have a bit of volatility from a price perspective, particularly on the 10th of November, look at the volume. We haven't seen huge dumps or anything occur once again. The volume is still remaining consistent. So overall, looking very healthy from that perspective as well. Is there a pattern forming at the moment? Probably not. The only thing I can see right now is we've got, I suppose, this little bit of a resistance line forming itself to some degree, probably in this sort of a manner. Maybe even not take it from there, take it from the previous peak, go like that, and tomorrow, hopefully, what we're going to see is that is broken and start bouncing back up again. This 20-day obviously coming back up to support that once again, and we're going to see us jump in value pretty quickly and test this $55 mark once again. Where do we go after $55, guys? Well, I reckon for something like Luna, let's continue to set targets in $5 increments. So obviously the target for today is crack that $55 mark, but moving forward, we want to see $60, $65, $70. Within a few months, $100 is easily possible, guys. That is basically double where we're at right now. We're at $50. We can go to $100 quite easily if we see some buying momentum come in like we did back here in September. Big buying momentum can result in us moving very strongly north. So overall, looking very good at this point in time. Let's bring in some more indicators. MACD first up. Let's have a look at that. Now, interestingly enough, this isn't looking good. The MACD, we have had a bit of a death cross of the 12-day EMA crossing below the 26-day EMA, indicating that, oh no, there is definitely a period of a downturn. And we have seen this. Since the 9th of November here, we have been declining in value on an average sort of basis, I suppose. And now we are in the red as a result of that. How long will this last for? Well, that is to be seen. If this point of resistance right here at, 49.60 roughly is breached, then we will see this decline further, likely testing our 20-day moving average and then of course our uptrend. Worst case scenario, we have our 50-day moving average currently sitting at $43.29 coming up in order to support us as well. So overall, I'd say worst case scenario, that is probably where we're going to hit that 50-day moving average, wherever it is. But overall, still looking very good, even though the MACD is not looking so crash hot. Now, if we look in the past as well in the MACD, our red periods, they do go for a period of time. And yes, we do see a decline in value, but every time we bounce back. Similar over this period here, we do see a decline. Now, if you go back here though, something interesting has happened. You can see that the period is significantly smaller than what we saw over here. Now, given the whole bullish nature of the crypto market at the moment and the potential for, a breakout if buying momentum starts coming in, patterns lining up in here as well, we could see this breakout and have only just a small red period as we've seen there over here as well. But that remains to be seen. Keep an eye on this one, guys, and more particularly keep an eye on our key support points as we move forward. Let's have a look at the RSI as well, of course. Let's grab that one. We're still comfortable. We're sitting at 57.3, easily between our 30 and 70 point range. We are obviously leaning a bit more towards the overbought side, but we're nowhere near that range still. And even if we are, we've been there previously for extended periods of time, shouldn't matter too much, but overall, plenty of room for us to continue moving upwards. So the only indicator at the moment for me, which I'm not comfortable with, is the MACD, but that could quite simply be a one-off. Just a bit of a skewed variable. It's something that's going to happen, particularly when you do have a period of consolidation. If the buying volume isn't there, it's more, a decline. So overall, looking still good from that perspective. Worst case scenario, absolute worst case scenario in my opinion, is touching the 50-day moving average. Best case scenario, smashing through this $55 resistance mark and moving towards $60. My goal obviously is for that $55 mark to be tested once again. A pretty straightforward analysis for you today, guys. Obviously it was good news. We saw what was going to happen the last time we checked in on Luna a week ago, and the plan came into fruition, which is absolutely fantastic. It's what we love to see. Now, can we achieve the next leg? That is the real question. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section below. Will we go back to $55 potentially, test that point, or are we likely to cool off for a period of time? The MACD, it's going to go red for a period and will decline potentially to the 20 or 50-day moving averages. I'd love to know your thoughts. Of course, if you did enjoy today's video, remember to leave a thumbs up. And I'd love to know if you have subscribed to the channel as well. Hit those bell notifications to make sure you stay up to date with all the latest content. We cover stocks, crypto, investing, and wealth management. But I'm going to leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.